In this video today, I am going to be showing you guys the best guard academy in NBA 2K26. A lot of people have been struggling after patch, with the bump steals, with the shooting. They're saying that there's a hitch in rhythm shooting. I guess Mike Wang's dropping a patch for that, so W for that. He's reverting the rhythm shooting fix, because apparently they tried to, stop Zens and stuff with putting a hitch in rhythm shooting, but it ended up making rhythm shooting harder for some reason. And I do notice that, I'm not going to lie, there is a hitch in rhythm shooting. But today I'm going to show you guys basically how to get open in this game without using escape moves, because that's all people do is spam escape moves, okay? Now, I'm going to tell you guys this right now. I literally just played a theater game, right? And this dude had 5 steals on me. It's insane. Steals are insane, bro. Bump steals are just insane, and they're back in NBA 2K26. The lockdowns are loving this patch. You can't even dribble in this game anymore without getting plucked. It doesn't matter if you dribble in them or not. If you do an escape move, you're probably going to get ripped, even if you're, like, way far away from the defender. But one thing that is very important, okay? The first tip that I want to give you guys. Do not shoot fading threes. I repeat, do not shoot fading threes. They are not that good. I'm not going to lie. The only way that I've seen people fading threes is button shooting. So if you're a button shooter, you're good. But if you're tempo fading threes, you're actually cooked. Like, it's just not going to work out for you, okay? Now, I am mid-range fading a lot, okay? I am using mid-range fades to my advantage. I never really used to use threes anyways. I was always a standstill shooter. I would always shoot off a dribble move, or I would just, quick stop or whatever. But they actually patch quick stops in this game. They patch quick stops, bro. You can't even speed boost off the quick stop. You get a delayed animation every time you quick stop. So we're cooked on that too. So what you're going to have to do is just learn how to dribble, standstill dribble. As you can see, I took a very deep mid-range fade, but it's close to the 3. And it's very hard to time, bro. It is very, very hard to time. The green window is literally non-existent. I'm not going to lie. Like, it's so hard to time that. You got to be a magician to time that. I'm not going to lie. And then if you're button shooting, it is significantly a little bit better than rhythm shooting when you're fading a 3. So, people kind of, are happy about that. But I don't know how I feel about it, man. I don't know how I feel about it. To be honest with you, I never really faded 3s anyways. I really only shot like mid-range fades. Sometimes once in a while I would shoot a fade off the 3. But that's one thing I will say is do not shoot fading 3s. Alright, I'm not gonna lie. It's very hard to time. And it's not consistent anymore, okay? And then another thing that I will say is do not sit there and just spam escape moves, because you are going to get plucked. Do not spam Jimmy Butler. Do not spam Kemba Walker, because you are getting plucked, buddy. You are getting so plucked. And it's crazy, bro. I'm not going to lie. The plucks are insane. Like, they're literally insane. Defense also seems to be getting a little bit better. Take your 2s. And also, use this Devin Booker move that I was just using, the step back. Use that over escape moves to move around, because if you don't, you're going to get plucked. I promise you right now. Now, it's not so bad on the 1s, but definitely on 2s and 3s, it's definitely not the best. On the 1s, I still am getting plucked, so I'm not going to lie. Just, you got to learn how to dribble, like, in this game. You got to learn how to move differently, because a lot of people are changing their play styles. They're looking for that bump every time. And if you guys can see, I'm trying to get open on this dude, but I literally can't. You know what I'm saying? And I just somehow slipped through the crack. Don't ask me how. But another thing that I could say is just play smarter, bro. Literally. Just literally play smarter. Shoot midi fades more than you shoot fading. Don't even shoot fading 3s. Don't even try to it. Don't even attempt it. Shoot midi fades. They're the best in the game. Alright, it's the easiest way to shoot. Shoot standstills. Standstills didn't get caught. You know what I'm saying? Debug step back is the best step back in the game. It's literally gonna help you shoot so much better. You're gonna get open shots way more. You're not gonna get plucked. And I'll show you guys how to do that. If you guys don't know how to do it later in the video, I'll give you guys like a mini dribble set. But as you guys can see, I am taking the midi fades and I am taking my 2s. I'm taking my dunks, bro. If I have a standstill 3, I'm gonna take it. But another thing is to just conserve your energy. Just buy Gatorade boost. Do your Gatorade workout. Look at escape move, literally a steal. Simple, bro. Like, stop doing escape moves. The only way you're doing them if you're behind, if the defender is literally away from you, alright? Because if you do it and you're just gonna get ripped. I hate to tell you this, alright? So, all them people that were spamming Jimmy Butler back to back, you're cooked. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I used to do it, but you know what I'm saying. I don't really do it much anymore. As you can see, I learned how to combo without it. I let the dribble moves float. You know what I'm saying? I use different moves, man. I use different moves. I don't have to use that move to get open. You can use debug step back. You can use Shea Gill just beyond the back. You can use any other move besides that. You don't have to use that. I'm not gonna lie. Like, a lot of people just chose to use that because it was the easiest, but I didn't need that. You know what I'm saying? You got the breakdown combos you can use. You got the go-to shots. You got that step back right there. And that's gonna be your best friend now. I'm not gonna lie. That step back is gonna be your best friend. That little speed glitch that they had in the beginning of the year. Yeah, you're gonna have to definitely make sure you guys do that, because you're gonna get plucked if you don't. Like, just literally play smarter. That's the second tip. All right. Number 3, always play with jump shot boost. Okay, you have to play with jump shot boost. It is very important. Like, if you don't play with jump shot boost, you're gonna be missing way more. I honestly think that it affects your jump shot green window. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I swear, when I run out of boost and I don't realize it and I'm missing every shot, and then I get out of the game and I see I have 0 boost, I'm like, yep, that's why I was missing, you know? So make sure that you guys put boost on. Do your Gatorade, conserve your energy, because when you guys have less stamina and less, you know what I'm saying, adrenaline, it's very hard to make a shot. Like, I swear to you, it's pretty hard. Like, if you're pretty much low stamina, look at the bump steals, man. They're insane. If you're low stamina, okay, it's going to be harder to shoot, okay? Apparently, they're dropping a new patch for the hitch in the rhythm shooting, because a lot of people didn't like that, and I agree. I'm not gonna lie, the hitch is pretty bad. I remember they did this in the beginning of the year, I'm pretty sure, and they had to actually revert, you know, some of the patch in order to fix it. But as you can see, there is a hitch in the rhythm shot. All right, but yeah, so literally just conserve your energy, you know what I'm saying, and just dribble better. Like, you just have to dribble better. You just have to be smarter. Shoot your middies, take your dunks, shoot your standstill shots. Like, that's how you guys are going to score in this game. It's not hard at all, okay? I promise you right now, it is not hard at all. Alright, now I'm going to give you guys tips and tricks that will help you guys not only shoot better, but dribble better. I'm going to show you guys a mini dribble tutorial. I'm going to show you guys the best jump shot. I'm going to show you guys the best dribble moves. I'm going to show you guys whatever you guys need to get better after patch 2, okay? So let's get straight into it. Okay, so starting off with the dribble moves, okay? I know I have Jimmy Butler's escape moves on. It's not the smartest idea, alright? But if you guys are like me and you don't have to use this move every time to get open, because most people were just using this to get open. They literally would do this and just dunk off of it, or they would fade off of it. But it's literally, it's crumbled. Like, I barely even use this move. The only way I use this move is if I'm comboing with it. If I'm going to do this move, I'm going to do a breakdown combo right after. Or I'm going to do a Zach LaVine step back into a misdirection and run to the paint, or just run to the midi or something. But make sure that you guys copy these dribble moves, because they are still the best in the game. Okay, Jimmy Butler is the only one that kind of got nerfed because of the plucks. Shai Gilgeous has the best beyond the back because it's the safest one, okay? If you guys put on Kobe White, you're definitely getting plucked. If you guys put on Pippen, you're definitely getting plucked. So just put on Shai Gilgeous. Step back is Devin Booker. You guys definitely have to have this move in your bag, because it is definitely something that will help you guys get open a lot more in NBA 2K26. Another move that I actually use a lot is my Kobe Bryant triple threat style. I like to use this off the inbound and stuff. And then put on KD's go-to shot. That will get you open as well. There's just a ton of moves that you guys can do to get open in this game, okay? So make sure you guys copy these if you guys are trying to, you know, dribble better. So speaking of dribbling, I'm going to show you guys how to dribble in NBA 2K26 after patch 2.0. Don't sit there and just do this. Don't do it, because you're going to get cooked. You're going to get plucked, alright? I won't even recommend doing this move much of anymore, okay? I recommend starting your combos like this, and then, you know, using this step back to your advantage. So what you guys are going to want to do is just hold R2, flick down on the right stick, and then just run out of it. That's how you guys should be moving around. I'm not going to lie, because it's just, you have to, bro. Like, if you guys aren't doing that, then I don't know what you're doing, but you guys have to use the L2 cancel with this, okay? Boom, L2 cancel, you know, it's just, you have to, bro. It's the only way to get open. It's literally the easiest way to get open without getting plucked. So if you guys don't know what the L2 cancel is, I have a full video on that, but I am going to show you guys how to L2 cancel still, because it's not hard at all. So pretty much, in order to L2 cancel, okay, this is going to be your best friend. This is going to be your greatest move. I'm not going to lie. So in order to do it, you guys are going to want to do your move. So I would just, for example, do the Devin Booker step back, and I'm going to run out of it. As soon as I go to run out of it, as soon as my player takes that one step, or the ball dribbles literally about to dribble, flick up on the right stick, and then flick back down and hold. Make sure you rotate the left stick back and forth to whatever side you're going to. So if the ball's in my left hand and I do the step back to the right, I'm going to run to the right, flick up, rotate my left stick to the left while I'm flicking the right stick back to the left. So boom, like, it is just very easy. I promise you. It is just not hard at all to L2 cancel. Now, obviously, it's harder to do with the escape because you have to, like, do the escape. You know, it's just harder to do with this move, but you guys have to adapt. Good players will adapt, okay? But good players will adapt, okay? I promise you. This is going to be one of the best moves to use in the game. It's that Devin Booker step back, all right? Another move that's going to be good is the aggressive breakdown combo. So, or not the aggressive snatchback. That's also a good move. In order to do that, you basically just activate an escape mode and then flick right down after. In order to activate an escape move, you just hold R2 and flick diagonally up to the opposite ball hand. Boom, you're going to get that animation. And then also the momentum kind of got literally cooked, bro. Like when you momentum, it causes bump steals now. So I probably wouldn't even use that for combos. So I don't know, man. Like I really don't, honestly. But you just gotta get used to this. You gotta get used to dribbling without using that escape move. It sucks because the escape move was very easy to get open with. But what I like to do is I like to float my dribble moves, okay? Sometimes, because that helps me get open a lot of the times. You're gonna want to hold R2, flick diagonally up to the opposite ball hand, and then you're gonna get that animation, but let it play out, and then just do the step back, and then you guys can sprint out of it with this Zach LaVine dribble style. I'm promising you right now, that's the way to go. These misdirections, the step back, boom, like run out of it, midi fade. I'm telling you, that's gonna be the best move for you guys. I promise you right now. Don't sit here and spam Jimmy Butler because you're gonna be cooked. I'm not gonna lie. All right, and then you guys can also do these walk backs right here. So yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie. Like that's just how you guys are gonna do it. So if you guys want to, you know, use different moves, then you're gonna have to just literally do every move without this. You don't have to use the escape move. Like, look, the escape move is gonna get bumped every time. Start your combo with a Jordan Poole breakdown, right? Snatch back, misdirection, you know, like just try not to use that escape move because you're gonna be cooked. You're gonna get plucked. I promise you. That's the only thing I could really say that they nerfed. All right, this move isn't getting plucked. This move isn't getting plucked. All right, this one right here, it's just not. It's not getting plucked. All right. So make sure that you guys use that to your advantage. Another move that you guys can shoot off of since the quick stop is gone is the Devin Booker actual step back. You just flick down on the right stick and then just shoot out of it. Boom. Just shoot out of it, literally. And it's not that fast, but it's faster than the new quick stop. Because this is what the quick stop looks like now. Look at this. Look. You literally get a delay. You can't even do anything about it. And before the patch, you were able to just keep spamming it over and over again. Alright. So that's the tips that I can give you for dribbling. Obviously just dribble smarter, time your moves, conserve energy. You don't have to sit there and over dribble. Another move that's good as well after the patch is the Kobe triple threat style. In order to do it, you guys are just going to want to off the inbound, okay? You're going to want to flick the right stick diagonally up to the right. You're going to get that animation, and then you could either sprint out of it or you can spin out of it. But a lot of people get caught off guard with that. And then you guys can also start to use this escape spam. So in order to do it, you literally just flick down on the right stick to activate the escape, hold down on the left stick, and then just keep flicking down. So it'll look like this, but you kind of gotta time it. But a lot of people are gonna be using that, you know, to get open. It's just that's the only way to get open in this game is that move right there. All right. So I promise you right now, just do what I'm telling you because it's just how you guys are gonna get open. Trust me, I've played some games on this new update, and trust me, it hasn't been fun. I've been getting plucked, so I switched my playstyle. Okay, I literally switched it. All right, I really didn't use the Jimmy Butler escape moves that much unless I was dribbling for combos. But a lot of people were just doing this, and they were getting plucked. So that's all I could say for dribbling. Now, if we're talking jump shots, they didn't really patch any jump shots. Like, the jump shots that you've been using, you can keep using them. But the one that I've been using is Matt Ryan's base, Baluba, release 1, release 2, Charles Bassey. And then I also had it on push with the release speed maxed out and 55% Baluba, 45% Charles Bassey. That's for my 6'8". I use a different jump shot on my 6'6", okay? So, like, I just use this jump shot on my 6'6", I'm pretty sure. Let me just see. I use this jump shot for my 6'6", okay? They're both very good jump shots. Like, I don't have a problem with any of them. I just personally, like, this build has a lower 3, and my other build has a higher 3. But this jump shot I use on my 6'8" sometimes too, but I use this jump shot on my 6'6", alright? So these are the best jump shots for tall guards, for sure. Like, they're just insane. They're super consistent. But you're going to want to go Shea base, Baluba release 1, Caruso release 2, and then you guys are going to want to go fully to release speed max, 67% Baluba, 33% Caruso, okay? That's what I use for my tall guards. And then my small guard, I just use Steph Curry, Sam Miro, and then Steph Curry again. I have it on release, and then I just have it 50-50. Alright, that's what I personally use for my small guard, and it's still good. I don't really play on my small guard much. A lot of people like to, learn, how to play on 6'8" builds, because that's mostly what people are playing on. So this is kind of a dribble academy, or like a guard academy for tall guards. So yeah, that's all I can say. Don't keep using the Jimmy Butler escape moves. You're going to get plucked. That's all I can say. All right. And then, you have the jump shots. I showed you guys a little bit how to dribble. All right. And I told you guys the tips. Play with boosts. Literally play with boosts, because that is important. Do your Gatorade workouts so you guys have more stamina when dribbling, because when you guys don't have stamina, it is going to be a little bit harder to shoot better in this game, okay? So if you have no stamina and you go for a fade, you're probably going to miss it if you have no stamina. But if you have that extra Gatorade bar, you know what I'm saying, then it might help you conserve your energy a little bit better, okay? And then, obviously, if you're a guard, you're going to want to max +1 or 2 lightning launch. You guys are going to want to make sure that you guys have an 86 ball handle so you guys can speed boost, okay? That's just the basic stuff. And that's all I really can say, honestly. Like, that's all I can really tell you guys. That will help you guys get better at this game. Just get used to this D-book, step back, because it will be your best friend. I promise you, it will be your best friend. Because Jimmy Butler is just cooked. Like, and then stop fading threes, bro. You're chopped. There's nothing you can do. I even have shifty shooter on legend. All right. Standstills are better than fading threes. Fading threes used to be better than standstills. Look at me. I can't even time a fucking a fading 3 in Art of Shooting Gym. But I don't know, bro. It's crazy. A lot of people don't like this patch. I personally like it. The only thing that I wish they didn't do was make plucks so overpowered, because they're very overpowered. You can barely dribble. All right, you got to change your entire playstyle, man. People are changing the way they play defense. They're going for bumps even more now. They're looking for the bailout steals. So the lockdowns are having a good time. They're having a good time, bro. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure that you guys drop a like. Make sure that you guys subscribe. Use the L2 cancel to your advantage, because it is going to be your best friend. I promise you. Lonzo Ball is another good crossover that you guys can use going up the court to get a dunk. That's going to be a really good move to use. Boom. And then just obviously don't dribble into people, bro, and you won't get ripped. That's really all I could say. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to stop yapping. I've been keeping you guys in here for a while. But thank you guys for the recent support. I'll see you guys in the next video.